to my allotment and my first video. I'm Lindsay and this is my Yorkshire allotment. I took on this allotment in May of this year. It was my dad's and we've been sharing it for this year, and he's got some things still in to harvest, but once he's done, he's not going to be coming up and doing this much longer, so it's mine. I've been on the waiting list for quite a number of years, and this particular plot is far beyond my expectations. My dad built that greenhouse. Isn't that amazing? I've got a lovely, I think it's 5 by 2.5 metre polytunnel. Sorry, you can't see much from that angle. Let's go inside and I'll show you what it looks like. At the moment it's still full of tomatoes and some cucumbers. Look at that cucumber. Look at that beast. It's huge. The size of my hand. I harvested a few that size the other day actually, to make soup with. And it sounds weird, but look up Delia's late summer cucumber soup. It is amazing. So my dad's hopefully prize winning chrysanthemums are in there at the moment. There's some pumpkins, and there's this, what it was supposed to be a brassica cage originally, but actually has got dahlias in this year. My dad's dahlias, which some have got to 7 foot tall. They're amazing. This plot does have clubroot, which affects brassicas, which is why there aren't brassicas in the brassica cage. We have some beds down here. This is my asparagus bed, which really needs weeding. I've got some dwarf beans that haven't done particularly well here. And there's nothing growing particularly in there except a few weeds and then some foxgloves, which will be staying because I love foxgloves. And my beans have fallen over. They are sour beans, which are runner beans that I'm growing for the bean inside. It's kind of like a substitute for a butter bean. So yeah, these beds are quite long. My plot goes to the fence there, which is just in front of that shed if you can't see it. Yes, there's lots of work to do because I haven't been able to come much over the summer holidays because I have 2 young children, one of whom has additional needs, so coming up with them isn't easy, and it's not the most child-friendly place at the moment, as you can see from the rebar frame there. So there's a lot of work for me to do before it can be, you know, child-friendly really. So this is my job for today. I've only got a couple of hours, but I want to weed this bed. I've already started. I want to get this bed weeded just because it's the front of the plot and I'd like it to look nice. Also down the side of the polytunnel as well. And then if I get a chance as well, I'd really like to weed this bed here. And just see where the path is down the side. It's quite a long, I think they're about 5 metres long, these beds. So yeah, I'd like to get that. So I'll come back when I've finished. I've been doing it about 15 minutes now and I've got to this point. The annual weeds are coming out really easy. This is a no-dig allotment, so the annuals do just pull out really easy. But there are a few perennial weeds in there that need a little trowel, so I'm going to get those in a second. I'm just having a breather because I'm not used to this manual labour stuff. I should say as well, we're not actually going to be transforming this allotment. We're going to be tidying the allotment up. The structure of the allotment is absolutely fine as it is. I love it as it is, and my dad created it, so you know, it's a special place for me. And but it does need a tidy. I must say, when my dad transferred this into my name in May, it was a lot tidier than this. The weediness is down to my neglect. But you know, the summer holidays, can be difficult for people to get here if you normally come through the week. Certainly it's difficult for me. But yeah, I love it. I love this place. I might not get the 3 beds done that I was anticipating. I might have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. Unless my kids fancy staying at school for an extra few hours. Yeah. It's a lovely day today. It's cloudy and overcast. And it's slightly breezy, but not too bad. It's quite mild. It's good weather for gardening. Yeah. Right. Let's get back on. I thought I'd better weed the asparagus bed as they don't like competition. So I've not finished, obviously. I have found a nice little verbena bonariensis, which I'll take out and place elsewhere. And I seem to have a little friend. Hello there. Every allotment needs a robin. I've seen this one before. You're waiting to see what treasures I uncover, aren't you? Getting in there for them wormies. Well, I've been doing this about an hour now, and I am pretty warm. Best get back on. Well, I've cheated a bit. I haven't finished, obviously, as you can see, there's plenty still in there. But what I've done, I need to get into the corner actually, just do that bit before I leave. What I've done is I've taken out my courgette plants, and I've taken out the bigger weeds, the ones that are easier to pull out, the annual weeds, and some of the perennial weeds. And so the beds looked like that, and now they look like that. So I've done that because I am planning to come back tomorrow, I think, actually. And it just looks easier now. It just looks less overwhelming. So that's what I've done. So a few more to go, because I think with the exception of my runner beans over there, there's nothing growing in any of those beds that's, you know, that's edible. That's intentionally planted, shall we say. I'm going to need a bigger compost bin. Actually, I don't need a bigger compost bin. I need to empty this side out, and we just want to fix up this piece here, because you can see it's all got paint on it, and I want to get all that off and replace that piece of wood. And I want to replace the fronts as well with some pieces that will slide down into it so that you can slide them in and out. This is ready, so I want to get this out and mulch my beds with it once they're cleared, and then we can start filling. I'll move some of the fresher weeds over into this side. I will say my dad has always composted bindweed and all the other weeds, so I will continue to do so. But last year apparently the manure wasn't fresh enough that he used in there, so it didn't get to the temperature he would have liked it to. So this year I'm gonna try and make sure that the manure we use is nice and fresh and can help generate some good heat to kill those weeds off. So we'll see, won't we, anyway? Because I'm going to be using that as a mulch, so we'll see how it spreads. I mean, look, there's even, you can see there's bindweed coming through from this big pile of rubbish that's at the back of the plots. So yes, so that's it. That's the first video. I thought I would just do a quick little look around. We are planning to put a little picket fence around the edge to keep the kids in, so they don't go off wrecking other people's plots. These beans are drying as well. Very wonky TP. And yeah, I hope you'll come back for more updates as we develop the plot. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you back here again. Bye.